I'd like to call the meeting to order. Tonight is the reorganization of the Board of Education on April 23rd, 2018. Sue, will you please take the roll call?
William Baumgart, Barbara Brezink, Greg Dietz.
Here.
Amanda Roddy. Diane Voigt. Patrick McCaffrey.
Here.
Kurt O'Brien.
Here.
Karen Reinacek. Joseph Como.
Here. And Sue, have we been properly posted with the media?
Yes, we have.
Okay, thank you. Tonight we are going to go through the election of the Board of Education officers. We do have guidelines at our desk. We will be looking to elect 5 positions tonight: president, vice president, treasurer, clerk, and secretary. And I'm just going to review the guidelines quickly. And before we do that, actually, I'd like to welcome Diane Voigt. This is her first official meeting, and congratulations and welcome to the Board of Education. Your first votes will be important ones. They all are important. So I'm looking at, there's really 2 sheets that we have here. I'm looking at the one with the first 5 bullet points on it. First, the ballots will be confidential. As allowed by state law, the secretary will count the ballots and will announce the results. Officers will be elected by the majority of the full board present. Nominations are seconded, which is the tradition of the board. However, board members can vote for anyone through the write-in process. So if you do make a nomination or a second, you're not required to have to vote for that person if you did that verbally. If there's only one nomination, a ballot vote is not necessary, and a motion to close nominations and cast a unanimous vote may be made and seconded, followed by a roll call vote for approval. And then in case of a no clear majority of one board member, balloting will be repeated until a clear majority is achieved. So we're going to start with the president, and yes. We will be voting for president, for vice president, treasurer, clerk, and secretary. Okay? And so what we'll do is start with the president. Are there any nominations for the office of president? Mr. Baumgart?
I'll nominate Joe Como.
Is there a second to that? Seconded by Mrs. Brezink. Further nominations?
I nominate Bill Baumgart.
Is there a second to that? Seconded by Bill.
I guess I can.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, you can. Yep. You can nominate. You can also nominate yourself if you'd like. So, are there any other nominations for president? Mr. McCaffrey?
I'll second.
Is a second to that by Mr. Dietz? Are there any other nominations for president? Okay, so we do have 3, myself, Bill Baumgart, and Mr. O'Brien. So at this time, Sue, will you please?
The ballots are at the desk. I will gather them.
Oh, that's right. You don't have to pass them out anymore.
I'll go around to pick
And so
them
we're
up.
looking at the blue ballot here.
I'll collect this thing. Trouble? Yeah.
Okay. South Dakota, I'll go Friday.
Are we missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, we only have 8. By a majority Joe Como is the president.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your confidence, vote of confidence there. Look forward to serving in this capacity and serving you guys in the community. Moving on to Vice President. I'm looking for nominations for Vice President at this time. Amanda?
Nominate Kurt O'Brien.
Kurt's been nominated. Is there a second? Second by Mr. McCaffrey. Any other nominations?
I'll nominate myself.
Barb has nominated herself. Is there a second?
I'll second Barb.
Second by Mr. O'Brien.
I'll nominate myself.
Bill nominated himself. Is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Dietz. Any further nominations? Okay, so we have Mr. O'Brien, Mrs. Brezink, and Mr. Baumgart to consider.
By a majority, Kurt O'Brien.
Congratulations, Kurt. Moving on to Treasurer. Are there any nominations for Treasurer? Kurt?
I nominate Pat McCaffrey.
Is there a second to?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Dietz. Further nominations for Treasurer? Further nominations for Treasurer? Okay, we have just one nomination at this time. Is there a, yes, Mr. Baumgart?
The nominations be closed and cast a unanimous ballot for Mr. McCaffrey.
Okay, second to that?
Second.
Okay, Sue, will you please take the roll call vote on that?
Okay, Amanda Roddy,
Aye.
Diane Voigt, Barbara Brezink,
Aye.
Kurt O'Brien,
Aye.
Greg Dietz.
Aye.
William Baumgart.
Aye.
Patrick McCaffrey.
Aye.
Joseph Como.
Aye. Passes 8-0. Congratulations.
Very much.
Now we're looking for nominations for clerk. Any nominations for clerk?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we get a clearer description of what this person does? It might help us.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Clerk actually has a couple responsibilities, and I'll have Todd chime in too if I miss something. But basically, when we go into closed session, the clerk is in charge of taking any votes and taking notes during the minutes. The clerk also is in charge of when we pass resolutions or there's all sorts of official business signatures that are required on the behalf of the Board of Education to do the business of the board, of the district. That could be with banks, that could be with financial institutions, a whole variety of documents.
Also,
Todd, is there?
a lot of DPI documents require the
Election.
clerk's signature. And typically, it requires a notarized signature, which Sue is a notary, so you have to come in for those. But also, Darren, you have?
You have to come in.
Mr. O'Brien,
I nominate Diane Voigt.
is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Any other nominations? Bill?
Amanda Roddy?
Is there a second for Amanda? I'll second that. Any other nomination?
Greg Dietz.
Is there a second for Greg?
I'll second Greg's.
Any further nominations? Okay, so we have Ms. Voigt, Ms. Roddy, and Mr. Dietz for consideration.
Not have a clear majority.
Okay, so we do just do the two that are tied, correct? So we drop the person with the least amount of votes, is that correct, Todd?
Correct. That's what we have done in the past. Not happened very often, but I
So
believe.
Amanda Roddy and Diane Voigt.
Okay.
And we again have a tie.
Okay, we will go at it one more time. Or maybe many more times.
First time this is it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I just want Amanda, you think you'll be free and available for signing and stuff?
I could be free and available.
Okay, that's a question I had to ask.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, I had them set. Who used to be treasurer?
As treasurer. They didn't even nominate me this time.
Or also. And we have a tie again. Oh, come on. I don't believe.
Yes, we will.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
That's usually why we like an odd number on committees, including the full board.
Right.
Yeah, did we bring the guns? Did we bring the pistols?
Amanda Roddy.
Congratulations, Amanda.
Thank you. For a hard fought. I can't ever just come in smooth.
We had some drama here. Nice. Well, that does.
No, it doesn't. We got another
Oh,
one.
we do. We have secretary. You are correct, Mr. Bungart. Secretary.
I will nominate Sue Ettinger for that. and she has-
second.
I just get my speech done here.
Oh, go ahead. That's why I cut you off. I don't like long-winded nominations.
Is there?
There's not a.
Are there any other nominations for secretary?
I'll move the motion, nominations be closed.
Second?
And we will take a roll call vote on that. Sue.
Writing those down. Okay.
William Baumgart.
Aye.
Kurt O'Brien.
Aye.
Amanda Roddy.
Aye.
Greg Dietz.
Aye.
Patrick McCaffrey.
Aye.
Diane Voigt. Barbara Brezink.
Aye.
Joseph Como.
Aye. Now, we will not go into all the things that Sue does because we would make this meeting a lot longer. But thank you.
Bakes cookies is fine.
But thank you for all that you do for us, Sue, and congratulations. So, excellent. Yes.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, that concludes our meeting. Thank you for attending. We are adjourned.